Hi everyone, Molly Knight Forde here from the Awareness School, and today I'll be talking about prayer, one of the components of a spiritual life. Well, Happy New Year, Happy Lunar New Year that is, the year of the water tiger, and I found this out after the fact, and I was born in the year of the water tiger, so it was very exciting and special to me. And I think about those two things. Tiger is decisive and sometimes ferocious and knows when to play, and it's just a wonderful animal. And then water, the element water, is very flowing and connective, and one thinks of emotion and emoting. And it made me think that perhaps there'll be more of the element of water in our lives this year. And it reminds me that we truly are all one. We're very connected, and the water element helps us to see that. Now, during the weekly groups this season, we're studying prayer, and it's one of the components of a spiritual life. First component is meditation and prayer. The second component is studying sacred texts, mystic teachings, and the third is being of service. And I wrote about that in a newsletter last week, and I wanted to zero in on prayer because it is what we are studying in the weekly group. And we've heard from our members about what prayer means to them and how they pray, and we've evolved our practice of prayer since the beginning of the solar new year, and found that it varies from person to person. And sometimes it is asking God for things. And when we're in a panic, we really go straight to prayer. But we have come to know that prayer is also union with the divine. There doesn't have to be any kind of asking. God knows what's in our heart, and we simply meld with God. Sometimes that can come in the form of absorbing and melding with a sacred teacher, Buddha, Jesus, or a figure, Tara, Mary. There's no limit to saints and ascended masters, gods, goddesses that one can meld with. And we have been reading The Energy of Prayer by Thich Nhat Hanh, and that has been so poignant because he died while we were reading this book. And he is a Buddhist, a great Buddhist teacher. And so I wanted to, besides speaking about these three components of a spiritual life and zeroing in on prayer, how we can make real progress with prayer by being receptive. And it's different from meditation, different from one pointed focus, and the ways that we practice expanded awareness, aware that we are aware out in life. A lot of people call that mindfulness. And prayer is so devotional and of the heart. And I wanted to end this video with the practice of Tonglen and explaining that, so that maybe you can go out and practice that and see what it does. It's a Tibetan prayer practice. It's written in many texts. Pema Chodron is one who speaks about it. And it's this idea that we give and take, or we take and give. And it is, in a way, prayerful service. So you can think of the object of our prayer as being someone you love or someone in your family. It can even be yourself, but it can also go out to the greater collective. And the way you would begin is to take on the pain or suffering of that object. Say it's a person with which you have some frustration, or what you might call an enemy, or someone you don't get along with. And if you can take on their pain and their suffering, it might lead to some understanding of your own suffering. And then as you breathe out, you give out peace, love, help, and all forms of healing. So you can do that in conjunction with your breath, taking in the pain and suffering of this person, and then breathing out help and love and peace back to them. And you may find that you really do come to understand their pain as your own pain. And I hope that those of you out there who are empaths won't be afraid of doing this practice because you're afraid of taking on the negativity of others. Our divine essence grows stronger as we attempt to alchemize someone else's pain. And so I don't want you to be afraid of trying this prayer practice. Just see what comes of it. Do it for about 5 minutes, 10 minutes a day as you put someone in your focus as the object of your prayer, breathing in their pain and suffering or what they may have been traumatized by life, and then breathing out to them healing, love, and peace. Let me know how the practice goes, and have a good week.